working. You guys are working like right now or after this?
Today chutti.
Oh, today's chutti. Okay, okay. You're working right now, like today, afterwards, after this. Okay. What do you do? Okay. Congratulations. I mean, it's a cool thing, right? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, makes sense for you. Who else is working today? Who else? Someone raise a hand that side. Someone. Okay, okay. ओके नहीं नहीं आज कौन काम कर रहा है आज ए वैसे तो सब लोग काम कर रहे हैं यार कुछ ना कुछ cool okay I hope you have a good time there are a lot of first time performers again can we just do it give me a cheer okay please cheer how many of you are doing this for the first ever time cheer please just like okay I'll ask someone else how many of you have done this give me a cheer exactly how many of you are doing this for the first time give me a cheer okay cool welcome That was very faint and cute. So welcome. Basic. I'll give you all basic rules. Okay. Every performer has 4 minutes. We have a lot of performers today, so we have to stick to time limit. Every performer has 4 minutes. 3 minutes 30 seconds. You'll see a light being flashed behind. Okay. I know there's a lot of light on your face, but you'll see a thin light being flashed behind. Can you see behind now? That. Yeah. So that'll be flashed, and you have 30 more seconds. अब 4 मिनट में तुम लोग 4 पीस कर लो 10 piece कर लो 15 that's up to you but 4 minutes you have okay so please let's respect time because we have a lot of performers second okay very important guys very important have fun you made it here it's a Sunday afternoon you made it here have fun now otherwise I'm going to have a lot of fun okay I want you guys also to have fun so together we all can have fun so please have fun third if your piece has any kind of trigger warning please do give it in advance so that the person can leave and go outside and come back after 4 minutes because I think we don't know people and we don't know context so we can't just come here and hope that if I've made peace with someone so have you so let's just keep that space safe for everyone to come and perform and feel comfortable enough to sit in this room fourth it's an open mic okay it's an open mic if you fumble if you fuck up it's okay like it's just fuck up dude it's fine it feels great honestly like every story I've had from the stage are mostly stories where I fucked up and they've turned out great because I've learned something out of it. So if you fuck up, if you fumble, it's fine. No one's going to tell you to leave or go home. Okay? It's not an elocution contest. You're here by yourself and you are going to express what you're here for. So express honestly, freely. Use the space and the stage. You have 4 minutes. And then finally, we'll be streaming this live on YouTube. For those of you who don't know, we have a YouTube channel. It's called the Habitat Studios. Like, share, subscribe. That's the usual jargon, right? Like, I want to find something new, but I've not been able to, so like, share, subscribe. We will be live streaming this, so this whole show will be live streamed, and then you can take the link and then download the video and then, utilize in your social media. Please give credit. It's really important to give credit to the team working. As a host, I like interacting. Today we have a lot of people, so I don't know how we'll make this possible, but we will do whatever we can. And I like talking to people, understanding where they're from, just sharing stories. Stories are fun. So today I want to talk about the most eventful time or moment in your life. It can be anything. It can be the most smallest thing. It can be the most biggest thing. It can be you, not feeling right mentally, and then after a week were able to get up and just go drink water from the kitchen. That can also be like an eventful moment, or it can be you achieving something or an occasion that you're celebrating, something where you celebrate yourself, basically. So I will come to each one of you as we go in the open mic and ask you what has been the most eventful time in your life, moment in your life. You can choose to share anything that you want to. You can also choose not to share. I'm not going to force you. I'll look at you once. If you don't want to, I'll move ahead. I don't want to push it. I have a feeling you guys will share. You guys seem nice. Not pressurizing. But if you don't want to, honestly, if you don't want to, it's completely all right. I will come to you and you can say no, you can nod your head. You can do this. I'll be like, okay. I'll probably wave back, but I will be like, cool. Okay. So these are the basics. Again, we'll do the rehearsal for clapping because I feel like it started like this and then dip. Okay. So I'm going to imaginary call someone and then you have to pretend like you know that person and they're your best friend and you're seeing them for the first time. Not the last. Na. Beautiful. Amazing. Okay. We're starting with the first time performer. Oh, also, if you're not doing for the first time, if you're not doing this for the first time, but if you feel nervous, just say you're doing it for the first time. For some reason, everyone feels nice and feels like warm and be like, yeah, we will call you with all our energy if it's your first time. So just say it, okay? Don't shy away from that. Cool. We have a lot of people, okay? So let's begin. I'll come and keep talking to you guys. Okay, first performer is a first time performer. So claps have to be here, but also because first time, so like double, okay? So like start clapping. First performer, go mad, start clapping. Can we please have Shaila? That's you? Oh, okay. Keep clapping till she comes on stage.
Hi everyone. This is Shela. So I have to recite on one-sided love, which I've written as a small, beautiful poetry. So I would like to recite it. तन्हाई का आलम है, तन्हाई का आलम है, हम तन्हा हो के भी तन्हा नहीं हैं। कि तन्हाई का आलम है, हम तन्हा हो के भी तन्हा नहीं हैं। तेरी यादों के सहारे जी रहे हैं, कि तेरी यादों के सहारे जी रहे हैं, तेरे दिए हर गम के आंसू पी रहे हैं। करवटें बदलते रहते हैं रातों को, करवटें बदलते रहते हैं रातों में, अब तो नींद भी नहीं है इन आँखों में। याद तेरी हर घड़ी रहती है, याद तेरी हर घड़ी रहती है, ढूंढते ही रहते हैं तुझको दर बदर। कि तन्हाई का आलम है, हम तन्हा हो के भी तन्हा नहीं हैं। कि कुछ बातों की कुछ रातें थी, कि कुछ बातों की कुछ रातें थी, कुछ यादों की बरसातें थी। कब आए तुम, कब गए तुम, हम जान के भी ना जान सके। कि उन सर्दी की वो रातों में, कि उन सर्दी की वो रातों में तुम छोड़ चले, दिल तोड़ चले, मुंह मोड़ चले, क्यों छोड़ चले। कि तन्हाई का आलम है, हम तन्हा हो के भी तन्हा नहीं हैं। This one was like तन्हाई का आलम है, हम तन्हा हो के, but one again like two misra is there, कि प्यार एक तरफा है मेरा, तुम्हारे कोई जज्बात नहीं। कि प्यार एक तरफा है मेरा, तुम्हारे कोई जज्बात नहीं, भीख में मिली कोई खैरात नहीं। तुम मुझे चाह ना सके, चलो कोई बात नहीं। कि तुम मुझे चाह ना सके, चलो कोई बात नहीं, पर मैंने तुम्हें न चाहा, ऐसी तो कोई रात नहीं। कि गिरते वक्त थाम सके, ऐसा तेरा हाथ नहीं, और जो फिर टूट के जो जुड़ सके, ऐसा हमारा साथ नहीं। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much. Can we please have another round of applause for her? Cool. We'll call the next performer. Next performer is also a first-time performer. By the way, it didn't seem like this was their first time. Just telling you, okay? Like, okay, wait, I'll show you exactly. My first time, okay, over here in this very stage, like 5 years back. My first time trying to read a piece, okay? I'm just like, and the worst part is when you keep a paper in between the thing, no, you're like either this side or this side. You can't even read properly from the side. It's so weird. So thank you so much. Okay, next person, first time performer. No? Okay. Blank. Gone. Okay, a little more. Can we please have Deepa? Keep clapping till she comes on stage.
Seems like Adhura Ishq is the theme of the day. Thanks for setting the tone. Okay, what I'm going to recite, the piece is called Bekhabar और बर्बाद. First timer हूँ, adjust कर लेना, थोड़ा fumble करूँगी. बेखबर तुम और बेताब मैं, तुम्हारे इश्क में बर्बाद मैं. तुमसे लड़ भी ली, झगड़ भी ली, वजह बेवजह उलझ भी ली, सब कुछ बोल दिया, बस वो ना बोली जो कहीं ना कहीं था दिल में दफना लिया. बस छोटी छोटी बातों से दिल को भी मैंने यूं ही बहला लिया। अपने हाल को देख अब सोचती हूँ बस, कब तक रहोगे बेखबर तुम और बेताब मैं, और तुम्हारे इश्क में यूं ही बर्बाद मैं। हर लम्हे में तुम्हारी खैरियत ही मांगी है, हर तरह तुम्हारी खुशी ही चाही है। कई बार तो छुप छुप के तुम्हारे लिए दुआएं भी मांग ली हैं। मांगी तो मैंने अपनी रिहाई भी, बस जो ना मांगी मिल गई वो जुदाई भी। आज बस इस कलम के सहारे दो बोल निकल जाते हैं, इन पन्नों पे दिल के राज जैसे बस खुलते से जाते हैं। एक अनजान आवाज़ में चैन सा पा जाते हैं। तुम्हें क्या ही बताएं अब, कितने बेखबर हो तुम और बेताब में, और तुम्हारे इश्क में हूँ पूरी तरह बर्बाद मैं। खामोशियों में ख्वाब सजाए, बंद आँखों से देख अपने दिल को भी बस यूं ही मनाए। सबके ठहाकों का मौजू भी बनी हूँ और तुम्हारी चिढ़न का निशाना भी रही हूँ। फिर तुम्हारे ही साथ महफूज भी रही हूँ। तुम्हारा हाथ अपने हाथों में थामने को तड़पी भी बहुत हूँ। आज भी सिर्फ इस उम्मीद में बैठती हूँ, कभी ना कभी या तो तुम्हें दिल खोल के दिखा दूँ, या वक्त के साथ तुम्हारी ये सारी यादें मिटा दूँ। तब तक रहोगे बेखबर तुम और बेताब में, और तुम्हारे इश्क में बस ऐसे ही बर्बाद में। हमारे खेल किलकारियाँ लड़ाइयाँ सारी याद हैं, तुमसे रुस्वा होने वाली एक और वो सारी घड़ियाँ आज भी मुझे याद हैं। जिस रास्ते को ना पलट के देखने की कभी कसम खाई थी, उस रास्ते पे ही सोचा था कि शायद मैं काफ़ी आगे बढ़ आई थी। पर आज भी हमारी नोक-झोंक और लड़ाइयों का वो स्कोर कार्ड याद आता है। उसे याद कर मन बस कभी कभी खिलखिला सा जाता है। बस तुमसे बात करने की हिम्मत ये दिल नहीं जुटा पाता है। इसलिए जनाब, आज तक हो बेखबर तुम और बेताब में, और तुम्हारे इश्क में बर्बाद में। तुम मजनू नहीं, फिर भी तुम्हारी लैला बनी बैठी हूँ। तुम फरहाद नहीं हो, डेफिनेटली नहीं हो, पर तुम्हारी शीरी बनी बैठी हूँ। चाह के भी मैं तुमसे चिढ़ नहीं पाती हूँ, और तुम्हारी जगह वो मोहब्बत किसी को दे नहीं पाती हूँ। जाने ऐसी कौन सी दीवानगी है जो सर पे चढ़ आई है। इतना वक्त बीत गया, पर मैं आज भी वहीं खड़ी रह गई हूँ। कैसे बताऊँ हो कितने बेखबर तुम और बेताब में, और तुम्हारे इश्क में हो गई बर्बाद में।
It doesn't feel like you guys are first timers, but can I please have a no. That was fumble. Yeah, just to show that I'm a first time performer. Okay, believe me, I fumbled today. Okay. I've been fumbling for 5 years, so like I'm still a first timer every single time. Thank you so much. You know what I've noticed generally? We go to places, you go to like groups of people, you go to parties, or you go anywhere else, and you start talking about like love or heartbreak, especially like open mics. I've noticed a lot. The minute someone talks about love, right, it's more like, this is a great story, right? This is your story, this is a great story. It's very nice to listen to. I'm very happy for you. But the minute someone says, like, starts talking about heartbreak, or starts talking about like ek tarfa pyar, people are like, this is my story. This can't be your story. Please, okay? Like, you're writing my words. These are exactly what I'm trying to say. It's literally that. Like, even the reaction-wise, when I notice, in love, people are like, good. There's a little bit of, cynical brain, which is like, theek hai, matlab. It works for some people, it doesn't work for everyone. Heartbreak is like, everyone's gone through it, dude. Every single person's gone through it at some point. So that's pretty cool. Thank you so much. We will come back. I'll call the next performer, and then we'll come back. We'll talk a little bit, okay? Next person. Not a first time, but you can still clap, like, as much. Yeah. Can you please have Swapnila? Keep clapping till she comes on stage.
हाय एक सेकंड देना हाँ इट्स ओके तो एक दो शेर पढ़ूंगी उसके बाद एक गज़ल कल ही लिखी है तो इश्क जब होता है तो अगर आप ज़ुबान से बयां भी ना करें तो मुझे लगता है निगाहों का बहुत ज़्यादा कसूर होता है अगर आप कुछ बोले भी ना तो आपकी नज़रें सब बयां कर देती हैं तो इस पर कुछ लिखा था इसमें एक शब्द आएगा होज़ जिसका मतलब होता है पॉन्ड तालाब बेबाक नज़रों की हिम्मत तो देखिए बेबाक नज़रों की हिम्मत तो देखिए फिर उल्फत की खता करने चली हैं बेबाक नज़रों की हिम्मत तो देखिए फिर मोहब्बत की खता करने चली हैं एक होज़ अश्कों का सूखा भी नहीं नया समंदर ढूंढने चली हैं दूसरा है शिकस्ता दिल का मतलब होता है हार्ट ब्रेक ब्रोकन हार्ट वही टोन चल रहा है तो उसी को सुनाती हूँ किस्से बेशुमार हैं किताबें बेवफाई में किस्से बेशुमार हैं किताबें बेवफाई में गम की शाम तो आने दो किस्से बेशुमार हैं किताबें बेवफाई में गम की शाम तो आने दो शिकस्ते दिल के ज़ख्म अभी ताज़ा हैं ज़रा आराम तो आने दो तो एक छोटा सा शेर और पढ़ती हूँ फिर गज़ल पे आती हूँ कि यूं तो गिरफ्त में रहना नागवारा है मुझे यूं तो गिरफ्त में रहना नागवारा है मुझे पर तेरी बाहों के घेरे बहुत याद आते हैं बहुत शुक्रिया तो जैसे कि हर्ष ने कहा अज्यूम कर लो आई एम योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड तो मैं गज़ल पढ़ूंगी हर शेर के बाद आप तालियों से रिएक्शन दे सकते हैं अगर अच्छा लगे तो कल ही लिखा है तो थोड़ा सा रॉ है इजहार है इनकार है इकरार है एतबार है इजहार है इनकार है इकरार है एतबार है बेतुकी बातें चांद रातें यही बवाल तो प्यार है इजहार है इनकार है इकरार है एतबार है बेतुकी बातें चांद रातें यही बवाल तो प्यार है वादे जो किए थे यहाँ वो वादे निभाने पड़ते हैं वादे जो किए थे यहाँ वो वादे निभाने पड़ते हैं इश्क है ये जनाब ये थोड़ी ना कोई सरकार है आ जाती है मुंह उठा के हर रोज यूं ही आ जाती हैं मुंह उठा के हर रोज यूं ही तुम्हारी यादों का कहाँ कोई इतवार है कहते हैं एक वक्त आएगा जब वक्त भर देगा सारे गम कहते हैं एक वक्त आएगा जब वक्त भर देगा सारे गम कमबख्त वो वक्त नहीं आता उस वक्त का ही तो इंतजार है तुम कहते हो मजबूर कर दिया था हालातों ने तुम्हें तुम कहते हो मजबूर कर दिया था हालातों ने तुम्हें मैं कहती हूँ हुजूर बहानों की भी ना हद पार है हाँ कई तंज कस रही हूँ शायरी में मगर हाँ कई तंज कस रही हूँ शायरी में मगर गनीमत समझिए इज्जत बरकरार है और इसका ये आखिरी है कि अब भी दुआओं में खैर मांगती हूँ अब भी दुआओं में खैर मांगती हूँ मेरी जान कहा था ना मैंने मेरी नफरतों में भी प्यार है मेरी नफरतों में
Thank you so much. That's great. One more applause, please. Sorry guys, it's a part of my JD to make you clap. Can't really help it. That's how it is. Okay, we'll talk a little, then I'll call the next person. Before I start asking you guys, the whole point of doing this was to realize, thinking about the most eventful time in your life or events in your life, was to think about the fact that sometimes we are en route towards going somewhere, but because we are living that character and playing that character, we can't see how much we've grown or what we're doing. And I feel like small celebrations, small victories, small goals also need to be celebrated as much as like a big dream coming true, because anything can be a dream for anyone. And you know, the most basic for someone else can be someone's like a big step up. So I feel like it's nice to look at that aspect and to celebrate every small, big. I mean, not even to label what is small, what is big. Any kind of achievement that you think should be celebrated. So we'll begin. I'll ask from any corner, and then I'll ask a couple of people. We'll eventually get to know everyone's answer. I'll also share some eventually. Cool. So like, don't stress about it. Think about it. Whatever comes to your head first, maybe that's what it is, and you should talk about that. So it looks okay. I am going to look at you. I looked at him. He looked like he's. Are you preparing for? You're performing, right? Your first time?
No, sir.
Oh, you already. Okay. Cool. I'm just asking. Okay. Okay. So we'll start with you then. Fine. Any eventful time moment in your life that you would like to share?
Sir, many, but when I got my first book published, sir.
That's really cool. That's really yeah. I think we all have aspirations as writers to get a book out, so congratulations on that. That's good. Thank you so much for sharing. Any eventful moment in your life? Anything?
It could be today. I never
Dude.
got courage to come
Okay.
on stage, but the first time I'm performing.
That's mad, dude. That's mad. Can we please, yeah? Thank you. Thank you for coming and choosing to share your vulnerable space with all of us. I think it is going to be amazing. Thank you, ma'am.
Making it to Kedarnath basically, so I never thought I would be able to make it there.
I already have goosebumps thinking of it. Like, how crazy would it be, right, to just make it there? Mad. That's crazy. Can we please have a yeah? Thank you.
Some days back, my mama papa were here. They were visiting me. It was a surprise, and they said that they're proud of me. So.
I would cry, dude. This is too. I'm not ready for today. Okay, I'm not ready for today. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for such wholesome answers. I think it's very beautiful. That's what, when you look at these things, I think it matters on a very large scale. So thank you so much for sharing, all of you. For me, one of my moments will be like grade 2. Have you guys been a part of like frog jump in sports day in your school? Yeah? Yeah, that was the last time I got a medal in my life. Second standard. That was gold medal. First I got. Killed it in frog race. And then that's it. I've been jumping from place to place. Living life. Cool. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. We'll call the next person. You know what to do. First time performer, guys. First time performer. You have to go wild. Go crazy. Can we please have Rudra? She's coming, guys. Still not here. You guys are an amazing audience. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Audible? Yes. Okay. Very nervous. Okay. So this piece is called One Night Stand. It's a little adult rated, so if anybody is a child, walk you out. Okay. So yeah, this piece is called One Night Stand. In a stranger's bed I lay with a lonely soul that's lost, hungry for company, but company at what cost? Those eyes so deep, looking at me like they know my entire story. But instead of looking at our faces, we stare at our bodies in all their glory. Your cuts, your scabs, your pimples, your scars, admiring every one of your life's memoirs. My stretch marks, acne and cellulite, things you adored in moonlight. The way you rest your lips on mine and I could taste your saliva. How you gently ran your fingers along my thighs till you reached my vulva. The way you clenched when I grabbed your butt and squeezed it like it's mine. I was treating you like a slave, but you were treating my body like it's a shrine. The way I felt your penis while your tongue violated my mouth, the wetness between my thighs enough to end a drought. From my forehead to down south as your fingers tread, the palpitations that can be offered only by a stranger's bed. As my bosom snugly fit in your palm, my unknown stranger making me feel calm. As your fingers ran lower and felt my every curve, lust took over the innocence I so desperately tried to preserve. rushing blood to my prince's parts. Daddy, your gaze is shooting darts, biting your shoulder as my clitoris gets hard, pushing your head lower as I let go of my guard. The quivering in my body as you grab my hair and choke me a little harder like you just don't care. Stroking your ego while I stroke your erection. Another lost, lonely soul. It's like looking at my own reflection. As we become lovers for once and our bodies unite, I know this is wrong, but darling, why do you feel so right? I moan, you groan, the night's not quiet, and you're my little secret. In a stranger's bed I lay with no sense of regret. We know nothing of each other, you were part of my soul despite. We started the night as strangers, became lovers. Let's part as strangers tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Was this again your first time?
In Mumbai, yes.
Okay. Thanks for clarifying. See, okay, there is some context there. Thank you. There's some context there. Thank you so much. I think it's great because the way you described it and the way you went about it was absolutely like amazing. If there was like a theoretical textbook definition of what a one night stand could be, this is a great definition for it. Because otherwise it's just very crass, and like when you see people describing it, it's just like I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen to it. It's extreme information. I don't want. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much for performing. Also, I want to tell you guys one more thing. Okay, separate from all of this. When I'm on stage, if you feel like clapping, even if one person feels like clapping, okay, this happens a lot. I've noticed. Okay, one person starts clapping, other people are like, shit, I have to clap now. With me, there's no pressure. Okay, one person wants to clap, dude, as loud as yeah. No. I'm not asking you to clap right now. I'm telling you. I didn't get my fishing. Okay, anyways, fishing for okay. That is for myself. So for me, just listen, have a conversation, that's fine. If you feel like, oh wow, बहुत मजा आ गया, मेरे को clap करना है, one person also feels like clap, dude. Other people don't feel pressurized. But with other people, you have to. That's JD. That's I can't. I'll look at each one of them and like clap. It'll become a school suddenly. Okay, where were we at? I'll call the next person before that. Ma'am, would you like to share? No? Okay, no problem.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Most eventful moment in your life. Could be anything.
I think every day when I wake up, I wake up with the motive to make it the best eventful day of my life.
That's mad.
And I have been in Bombay for the last 2 weeks, and I'm here for 2 months. So I think the most eventful moment that I've been having for the last few days is figuring out myself while I figure out Bombay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's the same internal process
yeah,
as we figure out the
I'm
city.
sort of really proud of myself
Okay.
because, like, even the little intricacies like traveling in a local or
Yeah.
auto wale bhaiya se roz negotiate karna, it's a big thing. So I think I would consider little moments that I
Yeah.
do every day, face every day. I think those are the eventful moments in my life.
That's mad, dude. That's very beautiful. Thank you. Where are you from?
I'm from Bhopal. Madhya
Okay.
Pradesh.
How do you find Bombay so far?
It surprises me every day.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
very crazy. Even I'm from Bangalore. I moved to Bombay 7 years back. It's been crazy. Like I figured myself through while figuring out the city.
Yeah.
It's literally somehow same chaos that's going outside is same chaos that's going inside your body.
Yeah.
It's a very weird place to be in. But
Somehow you connect.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. You just find people, you find connections, you
Yeah.
find crazy this one. How many of you are not from Bombay? Oh. I want to show a middle finger, but like makes no sense. To whom I don't know. Okay, where are you from? Well, let's quickly do this. Gurgaon, okay. Where? Who else? Who else was not from here? Punjab,
Delhi,
Delhi,
Bhopal,
Bhopal,
Rajasthan,
Rajasthan,
Mumbai.
Mumbai. Okay. Lucknow. I've asked you this question like 5 times. Last 4 or 5 weeks, every time I do this with people, I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, I know you. Okay, you've done this. Okay. With some people I have. Okay. Delhi. Who else were you guys from Bombay only?
I'm from Kanga.
Where is that?
It's in Maharashtra.
Okay.
Bombay.
Bombay itself.
Chennai.
Chennai, okay. Mumbai. Yes. Yeah, we've had this conversation with him also. Ahmedabad, Mumbai.
No.
No, sorry. I meant like Chintan, yeah. Okay. We also had a conversation about, yeah, Dehradun. Okay. Yeah, we also. Mumbai, sir. Okay, cool. It's nice to see this. I think this is the city outside also. It's the good culmination of different kinds of people coming together. Yes, thank you so much for sharing. Yes, ma'am.
I left my job, which I was doing for 4 years.
You look very happy saying it. So I'm assuming it's a good thing. It's a good thing that you.
Then I joined another one.
Okay. That's how it works. I mean, progress. Yeah, cool. Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. You seem happy with this progress. That's good. Thank you for sharing. Nothing? Okay.
So the most recent one is last month I went for a solo trip for the first time.
Wow.
It was like a long overdue thing.
Yeah.
Not quite far away, I went to Udaipur, but
Okay.
like it was like my first solo trip. I planned everything on my own, so it was great.
That's really
I
cool.
am actually proud of myself for doing that.
Yeah, you should be, man. You should be. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing, ma'am. No? Okay, cool. So, for these people who have shared, can we please have a round of applause? Thank you for sharing. I call the next person. Again, first time performer. You know what to do. Can we please have Vishal? No? Can I call a random name that I remember? Okay, let's do it, okay? Let's keep clap. I'm sorry. Can we please have Arsh? I'm sorry. Keep clapping. Till he comes on stage. Keep clapping. A little. Sorry? Yeah.
क्या हो रहा है?
I don't think he realizes Vishal suddenly.
Thanks, man. I thought I was gonna go like somewhere towards the end, but Harsh, help now. What have you done? Okay, I'm gonna sit down because I'm a lazy motherfucker. But anyway, how are we? Guys, I have so much appreciation for him. Yeah, I just have one letter less in my name. Okay, so I've got two pieces for you guys. The first one is actually both are love stories only. Okay, someone has set the theme of that. I was not going to narrate this one, but I decided why the fuck not, because that's the theme. बचपन में किस को प्यार हुआ है? बचपन में हुआ है? And we were taught one thing, no? प्यार दोस्ती है. Correct? So it's going to be based on that. The first poem that I've written, I've written this a while ago, but I'm going to narrate to you guys. It's one of my favorites. It's called The Girl of My Dreams. Hindi में कहे तो सपनों की रानी. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Just give me a second until I find it, but yeah. I closed my eyes, but I saw her there, standing in front of me, radiating with elegance. She looked like a queen. It had been 15 years, and she was the first girl to ever steal my heart. Who knew life would be so kind to give me another chance to restart? Praying to God she remembered me, I approached her with nervous hands, hoping she could spare a few moments. I asked her for a dance. She held my hand as I led her to the floor. I asked her if she remembered who I was. Trying to place me in her head, she took a long pause, waiting until she realized it was the same person who fell for her as a kid. Then she nodded in agreement, and I understood that she did. As the song began, we reminisced on our childhood. Reliving those memories, we felt something we never knew we could. She held my hand and walked with me to look up at the sky. It was in that moment I knew I had to tell her that I felt the same as the years went by. I tried to pull her close to me to feel her heart against mine. As we held each other, it felt like two souls were lost in time. Butterflies in our stomach, giggling with laughter. We forgot our despair. The minute our eyes locked with sparkle, we knew it was love that was in the air. I held her waist and I bent down to give her a kiss. But my alarm went off as my eyes opened, and I was robbed of that moment of bliss. Hence, that's why I said she'll always be the girl of my dreams. But anyway, the next poem that I have for you guys is also based on love. Now, sometimes we feel like we love, sometimes we think we have a crush on someone and they also will have a crush on you, but they have a crush on a third person and you're fucked. You're like, shit, this is not how I intended it to be in my head, but it does. So this next poem is titled A Mistaken Emotion, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I didn't, but I hope you guys do. Let me tell you about the shortest love story in probably the history of time. People thought we'd be happy together and tried a lot to bring us close, but to begin with, she was never mine. We laughed and we were ourselves every time we were together. I thought this friendship could turn into something special and maybe be my temporary forever. Built something special in my head and took each indication because I thought it was directed towards me. She was someone else's all along. I was just very blind to see. I thought it'd be fun to start a new story and was prepared to stop being afraid of my past. But was a fool in believing that something special with her would actually last. I never thought she'd be someone about who I could feel this way. But that's the funny thing about love. It catches you when you feel like you've gotten astray. Our story ended before we could turn to our first chapter. I hope life gives me the same feeling again, and maybe a happily ever after. Thank you guys, that's been my time. My name is Ash Malhotra. Back to your beautiful head.
Thank you. Sorry for.
Literally putting me on the spot.
Yeah. Before you were prepared. Sorry. Thank you so much. Can we please have another impromptu round of a clap for him? Okay, next time is the first time performer, okay? Then I'll come talk, okay? I'm just not sure of if I pronounce the name wrong. I'm please sorry, tell me what the right pronunciation is when I do it. Can we start clapping? First time. Can we please have Palladi? Is that right? Okay, okay, keep clapping. Either ways, keep clapping, guys. You guys are a great audience. Yeah, what an audience. Wow, man. Look at that. Wow, look at those people. Oh, that's amazing.
ये तालियां आपके लिए बज रही है आपने मेरा नाम सही बोल दिया हाँ एकदम ओके सो हाय एवरीवन आई लाइक लेजिट चेंज माय स्टोरी बिकॉज लव चल रहा था और अगर मैं करियर में जाऊंगी तो सबको एग्जिस्टेंशियल क्राइसिस हो जाएगा तो इट्स बेटर दैट वी टॉक अबाउट दैट ओके सो डू यू गाइज ऑलवेज वंडर जब अ रिलेशनशिप ब्रेक्स ऑफ उसके बाद तुमको लगता है कि यार व्हाट पर्सपेक्टिव वुड दिस गाय से अबाउट मी लाइक क्या ही हो जाएगा व्हाट विल ही थिंक अबाउट मी व्हाट विल पीपल थिंक अबाउट अस तो आई ट्राई टू फिगर माई सेल्फ आउट फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम देन आई काइंड ऑफ फॉरगिव्ड हिम एंड आई रोट हिज पर्सपेक्टिव ओके सो या आई विल स्टार्ट ओके ये एक तरफा कहानियों में तुम कौन सी कहानी सुनाते हो क्या बताते हो केवल लोगों को वो हिस्सा जिसमें तुम खुद टूट जाते हो या जिसमें शायद तुम सही कहलाते हो क्या कहोगे तुम किसी से कि इस कहानी के दूसरी ओर भी एक कहानी है जिससे शायद तुम मिलना नहीं चाहते हो लेकिन इन सबके पहले ये बताओ क्या लड़ते हो तुम भी खुद से अपनी ही कहानी में खुद को सही बताने के लिए लेकिन अंत में सही और गलत के बीच खुद को खो देते हो क्या अच्छाई और बुराई के बीच जंग होती है तुम्हारी कहानी में या अच्छे को कितना अच्छा बुरे को कितना बुरा बताते बताते तुम फ़र्क करना भूल जाते हो क्या सच्चाई होती है तुम्हारी कहानी में या सच पर इतना सवाल कर चुके हो कि वो भी अब तुम्हें झूठ ही दिखाई देता है क्या डर लगता है तुम्हारी कहानी को किसी के खो जाने का या इतना डर गए हो कि वो डर होकर भी तुम महसूस नहीं कर पाते हो क्या अपनी कलम को इसीलिए इतना कस के पकड़ते हो क्योंकि जिसको थामने नहीं मिला उसको अपनी कलम से तुम उतारते हो मैं अक्सर सवाल करती हूँ तुमसे कि क्यों ये एक तरफा कहानी में तुम केवल अपनी कहानी सुनाते हो या शायद ऐसा है कि किसी और की कहानी में तुम खुद को ढूंढ ही नहीं पाते हो शायद किसी और की कहानी में तुम हो लेकिन उनके लिए तुम कोई नहीं इसीलिए अपनी कहानी में खुद को खुद से मिलाना चाहते हो शायद इसीलिए ही इन एक तरफा कहानियों में तुम केवल अपनी कहानी सुनाते हो थैंक यू
Thank you so much. I can't believe first time people. Okay. Can we please have a round of applause for her? People are crazy, man. Wow. I want this confidence even now. I think it's crazy. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. How many of you are just audience members? Can you raise your hand? At this point, raising your hand. Can we all clap for them once, please? Yeah. I think without them, we are like, हम तो पूरा दिन करते रहेंगे एक दूसरे के साथ. We need someone to listen for that. Okay, where were we? Ma'am, moment. Yeah. Hi.
Probably the second time I performed in an open mic.
That's mad.
Second time because the first time I was in the 10th grade and I actually came here. And
Okay.
I was so nervous, I lost my phone and I was just, oh my.
Like you lost your phone because you were nervous, or otherwise you lost your phone also?
Because I was nervous.
Okay. So the first time was a little like.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second time I realized this is amazing.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it ever since then.
Was it here the second time also?
No.
Okay, fine. Right, cool. Thank you so much. Where was it though? Is in Bombay only? Okay. Cool. Thank you so much for sharing. You didn't get your phone after that, right? Okay. Well, you lost it here in this cafe itself, or while on your color coming?
Just like on my way up.
Okay. Cool. It can be tragic, I'm sure. Like, I mean, yeah, man, suddenly you're like, I have to perform, and now suddenly my phone's not here. Shit, this is too scary. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, ma'am.
I think it was when I started taking responsibility for my own mental health and
Yeah.
happiness.
Woo! Yeah, that, throw it, man, throw it. This is it. Yeah. That's it? Okay, I thought you were like telling more. Okay, cool.
Before I used to depend on others to
Yeah.
make me happy, to make efforts and all that. But after some time I realized that it is my own responsibility to take care of myself.
Yeah. Thank you so much for saying that. I think it. Same thing, man. A few years back in Bombay, I reached like a dead end, okay? Like mentally, I reached a dead end. And then, guys, I went to therapy, and guess what? It works. I'm here because it worked, and I can like make sense out of my own life and the world. So, yeah, I think it's been a good experience. How many of you have been to therapy, are going to therapy? Just give me a cheer, man. Come on, like let's, yeah. I love it, dude. I love meeting people and sharing like therapy stories and like what your therapist said and how did she do this and how did he do it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. My therapist is almost like my best friend, except she doesn't accept my friend request because we can't be friends. I've tried. Yeah, dude, like sometimes I talk to her, I'm talking to her, I'm like, this feels so good. I wish she was my best friend because like this would be easier, but then I realized that's a job. Then it'll be me depending on her as a friend to be like, hey, come, like solve my problems. And she's like, I'm not your therapist. And I'm like, oh, you were, okay. But yeah, that's been fun. I think therapy is fun. But to each their own. But I just feel like, taking care of your own mental health, it feels great when you like come out and you look back and you're like, man, I've walked a lot without realizing that I did walk a lot, even though I kept feeling tired. But thank you so much for sharing that. That's great, ma'am.
Recently, I'm in Mumbai for a solo trip. And you're
That's
for
mad.
the food and everything.
That's mad. That's crazy.
Yesterday I came here and I got the notification that I got selected. So it's like cherry on the cake.
That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, very glad. So you would say the solo trip to Bombay is like one of that's how many days are you going to be here?
I'm here for 3 days.
Okay, this is not your first time in Bombay. It is.
It actually is. Like,
Okay.
I've been to Bombay, but I've just been to airport. Like I usually come.
Yeah, makes sense.
I've never
Yeah.
lived in Bombay properly.
Okay. That's cool, man. That's cool. Have a good time in Bombay. The weather is bad, but the weather's bad, dude. I can't say much. You're here for 2 months, you said, right?
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you anything better, but like it's only gonna go downhill. But you have time now.
Yeah.
For a few days before we start swimming together. Guys, get your swimming gear soon, okay? It's going to run out of stock, including umbrellas, because the colorful ones on the signal, which is like, oh man, okay. Cool, sorry. Yeah, I got distracted. Yes, ma'am.
When I told my mom I'm biromantic asexual and she decided to accept the biromantic part.
Okay. I mean, that's a 50-50 in a way, so like, okay, congratulations. Thank you. Can we have a round of applause for everyone who shared? You know what? This happens almost once every open mic, is I forget the person's name that I read on the sheet. Yeah, I thought it was Ayush, but I thought maybe it was some other open mic, or like I'm getting confused. Okay. Next person, I think he's a first time, or maybe he's not a first time. It doesn't matter. You have to clap the same amount. Okay, so start clapping. Start clapping. Can we please have Ayush? Okay, man. Is it Ayushi?
Yeah.
Is it Ayushi? Yeah. But are you a performer? Is Ayushi also there in the list? Okay. I guess that's where the confusion is. Okay. Let's just take the 5 seconds back. Okay. Start clapping. Go my God. Can we please have Ayushi? Yeah.
Hi, my name is Ayushi. I've been writing since I was very young, and I used to write as a method of escapism. And I would never write whatever I was going through, what I was feeling. Like imagine a 12-year-old writing, वो समझ सके तो आंसू, ना समझ सके तो पानी. वो समझ सके तो आंसू, ना समझ सके तो पानी. वो समझ सके तो जुनून, ना समझ सके तो जिद हमारी. हमने तो इबादत की थी, उनकी तो मोहब्बत भी निकली बेगानी. So very recently I've started writing things that I am actually going through. So I am a big Shah Rukh Khan fan. So पे थोड़ी क्लैप करना था. But so मैं हूं ना का एक डायलॉग है कि जिंदगी निकल जाती है और हम प्यार के बिना जीना सीख लेते हैं. क्यों प्यार को मौका नहीं देते, क्यों अपने ऊपर विश्वास नहीं करते. So I wrote something on that. It goes like, ये ज़ख्म है जो छिपाए, चले हैं जो दिल में गम दबाए. ये ज़ख्म है जो छिपाए, चले हैं जो दिल में गम दबाए. नमक भरी मुट्ठियों से नहीं भाग रहे हैं तो उनसे जो इन पे आके मलहम लगाए. And as I'm not from Bombay, I think this might be my last open mic in Bombay. So this is an ode to Bombay and ode to a very special person also. So for context, I call my mom Moti, because best way to express love is fat shaming. So okay, so ओए मोटी सुन, तुझे पता है ये बम्बई शहर कब से सोया नहीं. शायद आज उसकी माँ ने उससे रात में खाया क्या पूछा नहीं कि एक रोटी कम क्यों खाई, या बस अब बहुत हुआ कर ले कमरे की सफाई. शायद उसकी अम्मी ने उसके सिर पर यूं हाथ नहीं फेरा, बस इसीलिए करवट लेते लेते ही हो गया सवेरा. ये शहर इस लोकल की भीड़ में खो सा गया है, शायद अपनी माँ से जुदा सा हो गया है. आजकल ज़रा बीमार सा भी है, तापमान काफ़ी बड़ा सा भी है. अब कौन इसके सिरहाने सिर रख सोएगा, इसके दुख सुख में पिरोएगा. सुन तू थाम ले इसका हाथ, मेरा तो दिया ही है तूने हमेशा साथ. इस शहर में बहुत है जुनून, लेकिन तू इसे सीने से लगा के दे दे थोड़ा सा सुकून. थैंक यू.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This was your first time? No, okay. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping track. So, thank you so much for performing that. Where were we? So, yes.
तो मेरे हिसाब से मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जब मैंने डिसाइड किया कि मैं पोइट्री सुनाऊंगा या सुनूंगा, तो जब सबसे पहले मैंने किसी और की सुनाई बहुत लोगों के सामने, तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि अरे यार ये किसी और का ये लैंड होगा कि नहीं. तो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लगती है ना किसी और का सुनाना, खुद का क्या करना है.
हाँ.
जो भी हो. सो जब वो लैंड हुआ तो ऐसा लगा कि यार जस्टिस कर रहे हैं.
Yeah.
अभी मैं जब किसी और की किसी को सुनाता हूँ तो मुझे ज़्यादा डर लगता है कि ये लैंड होगा कि नहीं, और जब वो लैंड होता है तो अच्छा लगता है.
Cool. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, it's a great. So.
I am a twin, so मेरा एक भाई है जुड़वा सिंह मिलता है.
Okay.
एक बार हम लोग ऐसे ही बैठे थे दोस्तों के साथ. सो इमोशनल मूवमेंट था हमारा कुछ, और मेरा भाई बोला कि यार मुझे ना दोस्त भाई जैसे मिले और भाई दोस्त जैसा. I was like यार बड़ा हो गया.
How what's the age minutes difference? 2 minutes. Okay, you are 2 minutes older. Okay. Great. Wow, man. मेरा भाई मेरे से 4 साल छोटा, मैं अभी भी ऐसे बात नहीं कर सकता. 2 मिनट का अलग है. बड़ा हो गया मेरा भाई. That makes sense. I had a moment similar. My brother was 4 years younger. He came to Bombay to visit me 2 years ago in July on 21st. I remember this date because the person I was dating broke up with me that day. I know. and it happened at Candies, such a sad place. It happened on a Sunday in Candies in front of a lot of people, and this was, I'll describe it, fuck it. So like, second floor, Candies second floor, there is a chariot kind of thing to sit on.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on one side, this person sitting on the other side, and it was like 3 minutes into the conversation, okay? I had taken a cookie because that was our way of like, whatever. So I just took a cookie and I gave it. And the next thing I heard was that I don't think this is working anymore. And I didn't know how to like process this in that moment. So now it's a Sunday. I'm facing the door where people are walking in. She's sitting in front of me, looking at me. And once she said it, I'm just looking at her and I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah. And then the next half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour, I'm just crying. Whoever walks in is just looking at me cry, and I'm just like, I can't. So I was supposed to make him meet her because he came from home and he was visiting. So I'm like, okay, we should meet. But it didn't happen. And on day one, I told her we'll meet. And I didn't meet my brother then. Next day, I met him in the morning and he's like, when are we meeting? And I'm like, it's not. So a few days later, I was like, I'm feeling a lot of pain, right? I just feel a lot of pain and I don't know how to express or do what. And he just looked at me and he said, it will pain for a while and then you will heal out of it. And at that point, like now my brother's turned like 25. At that point, he was 21 or 22. And I was like, wow, this is too, like, this to come from your, from you out of all the things. And I didn't imagine I will go to my younger brother or I will have this kind of conversation with him. But it's really cool how generations grow up faster and can utilize how to like deal with a situation like this. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing. Yes.
Shit, I had a lot of time and I still didn't think.
Yeah, you were in the 4th row.
This one has really put me on the spot. But since someone was vulnerable about mental health, I am comfortable being vulnerable too. So the time when my therapist told me I just need to come once in 2 weeks instead of once a week. So that was.
That's a great, that's a great progress, man. That's mad. I had a similar conversation, but I was like, really, do we need to, can I live my life without you for 1 week? And she's like, this is what dependency is. You should.
I was concerned as well. I was like, are you sure? Should I call you up every week and just be like, I'm okay or something?
Oh man, therapists are fun. But thank you so much for sharing it. Yes. Most eventful moment in your life. It can be anything. It can be anything. Most eventful moment in your life that you feel worthy of celebrating in any form or state or shape.
So it was a celebration actually, and I had topped my college.
Okay. Casually, dropping it.
I topped my college and the celebration हो रहा था like a convocation of sorts where people who have scored really high marks in respective of their fields were invited and their parents were invited as well. So teachers were there, everybody was there. और मैं पहुंचा with my parents. No one had got their parents for some reason. I was the only one who didn't get parents. And so my father and my mother both went on stage with me and got the award. And it's a moment where you live your entire life under the shadow of your parents, and that one moment where you are celebrated and your parents are known because of you is a moment that you cherish forever.
Yeah.
So
that was great. Can we please have an applause for all 4 of them for sharing? Are you giving consolation prize, dude? Give a medal. I think for me also one of the moments was in school when I studied in a boys' school for the first 7 years of my life. Don't ask me why, don't ask my parents why. Actually ask them why. Me and my brother both studied in a boys' school. And I think it's one of the most like traumatizing, scarring experiences that anyone should not go through. I think just only boys know in a room. Nothing great is going to come out of that. So then I did that, and my parents are like, let's make it challenging, okay? This is not challenging enough, let's make it challenging. So they shifted us to a co-ed school when I was in 6th, and my brother was in 2nd. And suddenly there was like a new species of being, right? Because I hadn't met them, spoken to them, anyone. So it was very surprising to do that. And I think that was a great, like, even though I dreaded it a lot, because I went from a very nice school to a very like, fuck all school. And this is that bad, okay? My second school is that bad. Me, my brother, and my cousin graduated, and we all were promised a swimming pool, and guess what? No fucking swimming pool came, dude. 3 generations of people have passed from the college. They've taken money from us every year saying we'll make a swimming pool. Never fucking did. So it was a very bad school. But I think the balance was great. there needs to be a balance between men and women in a room, especially boys and girls in a classroom in school. And I think that balance was great. Because all guys, man, because after school got over in 10th, I did 11th and 12th, which was all boys college. And then I came back to co-ed, which I felt was a little more balanced. But yeah, I'm glad that my parents, like at that point, I was really angry. Like over the years, I'm like, why would you remove me from that, such a, and put here? And it made sense because most of my friends are from this school and this life, in a way. But yeah, I think that was a great moment. Cool. We'll call the next person. First time performer. Yeah. Exactly. It's like I was giving cue for no reason. Okay, keep clapping. Can we please have Rohan? He's coming, guys, all the way. Keep clapping till he comes.
So, hi. मेरे भाई और सहेलियों तो हम जब लिखते हैं तो इंस्पिरेशन रहता है, कोई तो लड़की रहती है, हम मन में रखते हैं उसको और लिख लेते हैं. तो उसी के बारे में लिखा था कि मैं लिखने जाता हूँ कुछ ढंग का, मैं लिखने जाता हूँ कुछ ढंग का, वो पन्नों बीच से चली जाती है, देखता हूँ गुस्से से उन्हें, देखता हूँ गुस्से से उन्हें, और वो साला रूठ जाती है. उनकी आंखों को उद्धरण ज़रूरत सा लगता है, उनकी आंखों को उद्धरण ज़रूरत सा लगता है, वो तिल होंठों के निचला मुझे नुक्ता लगता है. क्या करूँ अब मैं प्रश्न लिखने लगता हूँ, क्या करूँ अब मैं प्रश्न लिखने लगता हूँ, कभी लिखते लिखते मैं पूर्ण विराम सा रुकता हूँ. हर बार कलम लेके तेरे ही ख्यालों से आता हूँ, हर बार कलम लेके तेरे ही ख्यालों से आता हूँ, तेरे बीच गुजरने के बाद, तेरे बीच गुजरने के बाद कुछ ढंग का लिख पाता हूँ. मैं लिखने जाता हूँ कुछ ढंग का, वो पन्नों बीच से चली जाती. तो ये जो इंस्पिरेशन, जो लड़की थी वो छोटी थी, सो वो वाला प्यार था. वो दोस्तों से मिलाती थी तो बोलती थी कि या वी आर सीइंग ईच अदर, वी आर डेटिंग वगैरह वगैरह, और हम थे वंडा है, भाभी है तुम्हारी. तो वो वाला प्यार था. तो 2000 की थी वो, हम 90s के लौंडे. तो हमने लिखा था कि वो BTS पर्पल आर्मी वाली, वो एक चुटकी सिंदूर, क्या है ये, वो BTS पर्पल आर्मी वाली, हम गुलाबी आंखों वाले. वो BTS पर्पल आर्मी वाली, हम गुलाबी आंखों वाले. वो बेबी बाबू चीखती रहती, वो बेबी बाबू चीखती रहती, और हम AGOG सुनने वाले. अबे डिओड्रेंट से पटाने वालों, डिओड्रेंट से पटाने वालों, कभी बाहें यूं खोली है शाहरुख. अबे डिओड्रेंट से पटाने वालों, कभी बाहें यूं खोली है. वैलेंटाइन मनाने वालों, हमारा त्योहार तो होली है. मैं पहले उससे रंग लगाऊं, उससे हम नहीं लगाएंगे भाई. मैं पहले उससे रंग लगाऊं, फिर गली तक लेके भगाऊं. वेल प्लान. मैं पहले उससे रंग लगाऊं, फिर गली तक लेके भगाऊं. रुकू मुड़ू बाहों में पकड़ू, और भीगे बदन में आग लगाऊं. अबे तुम्हारा क्या ये टेढ़ी वेड़ी, तुम्हारा क्या, 2000 का कोई है, हाय. अबे तुम्हारा क्या ये टेढ़ी वेड़ी, रोज डे किस डे और हगड़े जी. अबे तुम्हारा क्या ये टेढ़ी वेड़ी, रोज डे किस डे और हगड़े जी. अबे खर्चा करवाए तुम्हारा त्योहार, हमारा तो प्यार में रंग दे जी. यू राइट स्वाइप से दिल जुड़ता क्या, यू राइट स्वाइप से दिल जुड़ता क्या, मैसेज कबूतर सा उड़ता क्या. जब आए प्यार नज़दीक तुम्हारे, तेरा बदन भी सिकुड़ता क्या. वक्त लगता है पहचान बनाने में, वक्त लगता है पहचान बनाने में, साल लगते हैं उसे मनाने में. होता है डर हमें खोने का प्यार, और तुम माहिर ब्लॉक करवाने में. 2000 वालों के लिए कि हमारा तुम्हारा प्यार रोता है, तुम्हारा प्यार रोता है, आई डिजर्व बेटर करता है. तुम्हारा प्यार रोता है, आई डिजर्व बेटर करता है. हमारा साला जीता था जिसके लिए, साला उसके लिए ही मरता है. सो आई हैव टाइम. सो एक लास्ट, मैं फूडी हूँ बहुत. सो अगर तुम हो चाशनी तो मैं गुलाब जामुन होना चाहता हूँ. अगर तुम हो चाशनी तो मैं गुलाब जामुन होना चाहता हूँ. तेरे हर मीठे में की छोटी इलायची होना चाहता हूँ. हाँ, दिखती तो तुम मुझे सफ़ेद बासमती सी, दिखती तो तुम मुझे सफ़ेद बासमती सी. तेरे तड़के की दाल होना चाहता हूँ. आचार सी खट्टी हो तुम, आचार सी खट्टी हो तुम. तेरे छूने से पापड़ सा टूटना भी चाहता हूँ. भूखे पेट तो बस इतनी ही तारीफ कर सकता हूँ तेरी, भूखे पेट तो बस इतनी ही तारीफ कर सकता हूँ तेरी, तेरे थाली में ज़्यादा नहीं, तेरे थाली में ज़्यादा नहीं, बस स्वाद अनुसार तेरा नमक होना चाहता हूँ. थैंक यू, दैट्स माई टाइम.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we please have another round of applause? A few more performers and then you can go home or you can go wherever whoever has plans for for today. I mentioned waste telling you guys about this. Dude, I told my team about it, okay? 3 days later, they were in Candies. They sent me a photo of the same chariot saying, fuckers, dude, these guys are so mean. मैं घर पे बैठा होके they're like, come to work. I'm like, okay. They're like, before that, we have gone to drink coffee. I'm like, okay, where? And they just send me a photo of that chariot, dude. Fucking. They can't. Okay. If you want to break up, Candies is not the right place. I'm just letting anyone know. If anyone wants to break up, go to a calmer place somewhere where not so many people are there. Or at least arrange for some tissues, dude. It's so hard to get tissues on a Sunday when there are so many people and you're just crying, you're bawling your eyes out and people are coming in. It's weird. Okay, we'll move past that. Yeah, we'll move past that. This was 2 years back, guys. Pandemic happened. Now that stick that's gone for me. Like, now I just go to Candies and laugh. I mean, not like. No, yeah, I do. I sang on the chariot also last time, just to feel like how I used to feel. But I feel like, see, I mean, every breakup, there's a reason why. I feel like there's a reason why the breakup happens. And you got to embrace it and be okay with the fact that it's going to happen. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You can't force it with someone. So somehow that breakup was not that hard. Hard as in, it was very hard hitting, but it was not that hard to digest or process. Because I spent time, I had a typewriter. So I just like wrote a lot of, someday I want to do this. I have a file full of like post-breakup notes to self, where I just kept writing things that I felt very strongly. And I felt, again, like I think someone mentioned writing was their escapism. I think for me too. I think ever since I've been a kid, it's been an escapism. It's a great, I mean, I wouldn't talk to people, so I felt like there's a great place to like sit and write and try to vocalize your emotions. So I feel like, yeah. So I do look at it in a good way. Because now when I think of it, now I'm like, हाँ यार अच्छा हो गया, ठीक है. Both of us wouldn't have been happier after that. Yeah. And I had stupid friends who were like, old monk, dude. As the day broke up, I'm crying. Okay, I was at work. I finished work. I'm going back to my friend's house, and 3 of us are in the rickshaw, and it's my friend and his girlfriend, and they both are trying to console me. Very sweet people trying to console me, okay? By telling me that we should go to a bar and drink Old Monk. And I'm like, guys, relax. I don't want to go there. I want to like be calm. And I was like, no. Old Monk is the way to deal with it. So I've realized in a bar, if you see someone drinking Old Monk neat, just go hug them, dude. I think they need it. I think they need that hug more than the Old Monk. Also the worst drink in the world. I don't know if any of you like it. I don't judge you, but it just feels weird thinking about Old Monk, dude. Very hazy memories, bad days. Anyways. Okay. That's it. There. Chintan, the question to you was one moment in your life that you felt like great, or you felt like celebrating, or you felt like it deserves celebration of any kind.
Well, I used to be very, what we can say is, just to be myself. I just used to read a lot. I used to just like watch movies, be with myself all the time. I didn't have much friends, 2 or 3 friends. That was before 18. Recently, I just realized that I now have like known a bunch of people, like, and everyone loves me, and I've loved that change. And this guy sitting right here, we were talking on a video call before the weekend. He said, "Bro, you have changed." He said, "There's something about you that's changed."
Yes.
And that was like it, man. Yeah, that was it.
That's mad, dude. That's mad. Thank you so much for sharing. Do you want to share any moment from your life where you feel like should be celebrated?
A moment that I've celebrated?
Anything that you feel is an occasion to celebrate where you've done something and you have been a part of it in any way. You've been the guiding force in a way.
I'd have to think about that.
Yeah, I'll come back to you. I gave all of these people time, so it's unfair to you to just like put you on the spotlight, but I'll come back to you in that. I'll come back to you. We've done, no? Okay. I'll come back to you guys. I'll come back to you. We'll call the next person, okay? You know what to do. Can we please have Amna? Keep clapping. Let's say comes on stage. क्या खत्म हो गया क्या आज?
When was the last time you penned something down? I mean, truly, deeply poured your heart and soul into a crumpled piece of paper. When was the last time you felt such passion that your words were filling your lungs up with oxygen, and when you finished writing, you could breathe again? When was the last time you wrote about every small thing around you that you thought was beautiful, like a sunset, a starry night, or what it feels like to hold a hand? When was the last time you expressed what hurt you by scribbling in your savior of a book? For we poets don't have any other way of expressing emotions, do we? Have you felt anything since the last time you rhymed words together like they were made just for each other? Or has the emptiness of it numbed you down, making you want to scream out loud, to tear all the crumbled pages apart, using your pen as a sword, but your hand shakes just trying to pick it up? And you then hide behind the poems of yours that have already saved you once. To ask a writer when was the last time they wrote is like asking when was the last time they felt something. So tell me, when was the last time you felt alive? Hi guys, my name is Amna. This was like the first time I'm just like performing without looking into my phone. So I'm just gonna do it, just like not introduce myself. I was gonna perform a really depressing poem in my second one, but since the theme is love, you guys tell me, do you want to listen to a poem on love or long distance? I heard long distance. All right, let me just find it. Where is it? Just 1 second. Okay, I can't find it.
We'll hear the love one. It's okay.
Love it is the love.
Where is that now? Okay, it's my ear.
It's okay.
Yep, cool. Okay, this is called serendipity. It means finding something good without looking for it. You are like a moment of peace after a long day of the scheduled life, reminding me in this one moment everything's full of bliss as you are right there by my side. You are like water after quenching for thirst all day long, bringing life in everything you do. You are the beat of the drum where my heart constantly beats at just the thought of you, when all the beauty of the sunsets and starry nights is nothing compared to the beauty of you. Whether it's you laughing at your own jokes or us talking about a love for music, being in your arms makes me feel like I'm home. I never understood what the word love ever meant, and always saw it as the limited high of serotonin, which would eventually run out and love would move on, where I would never let anyone become a part of me, for I have always seen myself as a whole. But you have shown me that there is so much more in that connection that is made from that high. It's never wanting to leave being by your side and knowing we don't have to merge into one to be in love. It's pushing one another and growing together. It's disagreements and talking about the ugliest of feelings. It's forgiveness and trust and the most beautiful fucking feeling in the world. Where singing on top of our lungs and having movie marathons has become a routine for us. Where every moment of silent cuddling, every beautiful conversation, every kiss, every hug, and every touch feels like something I'd want to do for the rest of my life with you. Guess you ended up becoming the best part of me. Thank you.
One time, little loudly. Give off, dude. This. You guys are making me remove my Bangalore roots, dude. Suddenly, I'm like, hey, go, dude. Leave it. So, okay. Thank you so much for performing. I think they were great pieces. Very high in imagery. Could you imagine everything just happening? I think that was great. So thank you so much. Call the next person. We have 3 more people, and we'll also talk here in between. I'll figure your answers. Okay. Cool. Next person. You know what to do. Little more. Just 3 more people, guys. You get to go home. I'm not going to tell you to clap for the rest of the day. Can we please have Jaideep? Yes, yes. First time, guys. Keep clapping.
Hi. A little nervous. A little break from the love theme. So this is like a little prep talk when you feel a little lost or a little confused in life. Did you see the sunset today? Did you see the sunset today? It was surreal, wasn't it? No, the setting sun doesn't always give you high hopes or motivates you to dream big, but maybe it had its own way of making you feel special. That melting of the orange skies into the crystal blue water, those chirping birds finding their way back home, those forceful waves coming down upon reaching the shores, that magical confluence of the setting pale sun and the shining bright moon. It all seems like an unfinished pastel color painting on a canvas. And just like that, even you, my friend, are an unfinished piece of art. So remember to be kind first to your own self, not because not all decisions need to make sense. Not all dreams need to have logic always. That chaos in your mind, that fear in your heart, those butterflies in your stomach, embrace it. Embrace it because just like any incomplete art, even you, my dear friend, are a unique, beautiful mess. And by the way, did you see the sunset today? It was surreal, wasn't it? Coming back to the roots, heartbreak. So this is about a friend. So it's written 5 years back, a little childish, but it's from a guy friend to a girl best friend. She decides to get married, and obviously the guy feels a little sidelined. So here it goes. How easy it is for you to say that I always cry when my tears are not ready to dry. Remember those days when you held my hand so tight every time life gave you a tough fight? Did you even forget those days and night when I was the only one who believed that you were always right? Gone are those days when we used to sit for hours and chat over chocolate waffle and french fries. Today even my texts have to await your formal replies. I heard you, I hugged you and pampered you when no one was around. You ignored me, distanced me, and took me for granted when your special someone was found. Did you tell him that I know you more than he probably ever will? Does he know that I was your 2 a.m. friend to hear those drunk tales at your will? Unlike me, will he not judge you for your habits so far? Like me, will he accept you unconditionally, exactly just the way you are? You taught me how to fall in love with your best friend. You taught me how to fall in love with your best friend, but you forgot to teach me how to get detached on the other end. Immature is what you call me when I say I miss the earlier you. Innocence is what I've lost by falling in love with the earlier you. Last thing, he just surrenders. Perhaps someday I'll find love in another best friend. Perhaps someday I'll find love in another best friend, but you will certainly not find an unconditional lover in any other friend. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Didn't really, again, feel like a first time. I'm glad you did this. Can we please have a huge round of applause for him? Okay. 2 more performers. You have your answer ready, sir, by any chance?
Could you repeat the question again?
So, a moment in your life where you think there was something eventful that happened, something that you could celebrate, something that you want to cherish, something that has you again as a driving force in a way.
So many.
Yeah, anyone. We'll do the remaining ones after this, but ek to bata do.
A moment that I cherish. It's not a happy moment.
That's
It's a
okay.
moment that I cherish.
There's no label on anything, man. You can have any moment. That's yours.
So you know when you're growing up as kids and your parents are kind of like they watch over you. They're kind of everything to you, and there's this feeling of safety you get when you're with them. And my mom's been visiting here. Maybe that's why this popped into my head recently.
Yeah.
And she, without getting into detail, she went through something like I'd say bad, about 4 or 5 years ago, and that was the first time in my life I felt like the roles kind of flipped, right?
Yeah.
I felt the need to kind of take care of her, and
Yeah.
that was a big. It wasn't a necessarily happy moment, but that was a very big moment.
Yeah, it was. Thank you so much for sharing. Man, it takes a lot to be able to share this vulnerable side of yours over here with strangers, and I'm glad that all of you honestly did it over this period of time. So thank you so much. We have two more performers. I'll call the next person. Come, finish. We'll move ahead in life. Okay, next person. Two more people left. Two more people. Can we please have Sanskari? That's a name, guys. By the way, that's a cool name. Okay, keep clapping till he comes on stage.
अगर जोड़ियाँ बनाना खुदा का काम है तो खुदा को अपना काम ठीक से नहीं आता. हाय 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 हाय. सो बेसिकली आप सबको मेरी हाय लग गई है. वेलकम वाली. मेरा नाम संस्कारी, स्कारी नॉट कारी. स्कारी वो स्कार्स होते हैं ना जख्म लगने के बाद, तो संचित स्कारी. तो संस्कारी. मैं इश्क और बगावत पे ही लिखता हूँ क्योंकि मुझे दोनों चीज़ें एकदम सेम लगती हैं. ठीक है, सेम ही है ना. क्योंकि कैसा है, किसी चीज़ से इश्क होता है तभी हम बगावत करते हैं, और हमारे यहाँ बगावत के बिना इश्क कहाँ मिलता है ना, नहीं मिलता. सो एक ऐसा है कि मैं शुरुआत करता हूँ. मैं सुकून के सायों में रहता हूँ. मैं सुकून के सायों में रहता हूँ. मेरा मतलब है तुम्हारी बाहों में रहता हूँ. मैं सुकून के सायों में रहता हूँ. मेरा मतलब तुम्हारी बाहों में रहता हूँ. पूरी दुनिया की नज़रें पड़ती है मुझ पे. पूरी दुनिया की नज़रें पड़ती है मुझ पे क्योंकि मैं तुम्हारी निगाहों में रहता हूँ. पूरी दुनिया की नज़रें पड़ती है मुझ पे क्योंकि मैं तुम्हारी निगाहों में रहता हूँ. और वो सूरज मुझसे जलता है इसलिए कि उसकी धूप के रहते मैं तुम्हारी छाँव में रहता हूँ. वो सूरज मुझसे जलता है इसलिए कि उसकी धूप के रहते मैं तुम्हारी छाँव में रहता हूँ. और तुम्हारी ताजगी, तुम्हारी ठंडक, तुम्हारे खुलेपन में, तुम्हारे खुलेपन में शहर में रह के भी लगता है मैं गाँव में रहता हूँ. तुम्हारी ताजगी, तुम्हारी ठंडक, तुम्हारे खुलेपन में शहर में रह के भी लगता है मैं गाँव में रहता हूँ. और अब सैलाबों से कोई डर नहीं है मुझको. समंदर में आता ना सैलाबों से कोई डर नहीं है मुझको. सैलाब आता है तब भी मैं नाव में रहता हूँ. अब सैलाबों से कोई डर नहीं है मुझको. सैलाब आता है तब भी मैं नाव में रहता हूँ. और अब लगता है सारे खुदाओं को खफा करके मानोगी तुम. खुदाओं से ज़्यादा मैं तुम्हारी दुआओं में रहता हूँ. कहा था ना कि मैं सुकून के सायों में रहता हूँ. मेरा मतलब है तुम्हारी बाहों में रहता हूँ. और एक ऐसा है कि रिश्ते में लम्हे इतने अजीब थे. मेरी जुल्फ़ें रह जाती थी उसकी कमीज़ पे. और एक ऐसा है कि जब भी रात आती है तेरी याद आती है. नींद भी घर आए तो तेरे बाद आती है. जब भी रात आती है तेरी याद आती है. नींद भी घर आए तो तेरे बाद आती है. जब तू साथ आती है मुश्किलात आती है. तेरा नाम भी कर लूँ तो लोगों से दाद आती है. तो थैंक यू. माय नेम इज संस्कारी. और जाते जाते एक दो लाइन कहता हूँ कि छोटा सा शायर हूँ. हाइट की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, छोटा सा शायरी वायरी लिखता हूँ, पर आज कहानी सुनाने आया था। तुम सबको लग रहा था ना ये मेरी है, पर मैं तो हमारी सुनाने आया था। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, thank you. So there are two more performers. My bad. Okay. Start clapping, start clapping. Can we please have Vishal? Keep clapping till he comes on stage, guys. Second last performer.
Okay, hello everyone. So मैंने अभी तक 1508 कविताएं लिखी हैं, so मतलब 1500 के ऊपर लिखी है। So मैं आज जो मदर्स डे गया उसी के ऊपर कुछ एंटी लग सकता है, लेकिन है नहीं, खुद सोचिएगा। उसके बाद अपना जो मेन कोर्स है वो चालू हो जाएगा। So सुनिएगा, ये रूढ़िवादी सोच है जो धूमिल हो रही है या क्या मालूम नहीं। ये रूढ़िवादी सोच है जो धूमिल हो रही है या क्या मालूम नहीं। माँ यूं तो बहुत खूबसूरत बिना भेदभाव का रिश्ता, मगर मैंने ये जाना कि एक लड़के की माँ और एक लड़की की माँ में अंतर होता है, और अक्सर वही एक लड़की जब माँ बनती है तो वो वही अंतर निभाती है। थैंक यू। सो अब ये कविता मेरी बुक से ही है। रुला रुला कर तूने मेरी आंखें सुझा दी, रुला रुला कर तूने मेरी आंखें सुझा दी, प्यासा रखा इतना कि जिंदगी जीने की तृष्णा मिटा दी। अरे जा ये मेरी मोहब्बत ही है, जो तेरे दिए दर्द में जी कर भी तुझसे बेपनाह मोहब्बत कर रहा हूँ मैं। वरना याद रख मैं वो हूँ जिसने अच्छे खासे बकैतबाज लौंडों को उनकी औकात दिखा दी, मगर अगले पल जब तू सामने आई तो शराफत से अपनी नज़रें झुका दी। ये टू लाइनर सुनिएगा दोस्तों कि हम उनसे इसलिए मोहब्बत नहीं करते कि वो बहुत खूबसूरत है। हम उनसे इसलिए मोहब्बत नहीं करते कि वो बहुत खूबसूरत है, बल्कि इसलिए करते हैं कि वाकई वो कभी बहुत खूबसूरत हुआ करते थे। ये भी है कि मैं उसके लिए ज़िंदगी तक के लिए बेहतर था, मैं उसके लिए ज़िंदगी तक के लिए बेहतर था। ये बात वो भी जानती थी, बस बात ज़रा सी इतनी थी, वो कहीं और मोहब्बत कर बैठी थी। ये शायरों के ऊपर बहुत कुछ लागू होता है, तो ये सुनिएगा, आई थिंक सो अच्छा लगेगा आपको। मैं यूं ही होता मगर मेरा शायरी लिखना पास दूर या आसपास, कहाँ जा रहा हूँ मैं इस बात के पैरों में मेरे जैसे बंधे घुंघरू हैं। कहना ना चाहूँगा मगर सब तुम पर है, तुम पहचान कर भी अनजान बने रहना, पकड़े जाने पर भी छोड़ देना, सबूत देने पर भी बातें घुमा देना। कितना चाहता हूँ तुम्हें इस बात पर आंखें भर लेना, मुस्कुरा देना मगर देखो सामने मुंह पर कुछ मत कहना। वो क्या है ना बड़ा शर्मीला हूँ, तभी मन के सारे घोड़े खोलकर बेबंदिश बेहतरीन तुम्हें तुम्हारी अदाओं को बयान कर पाऊँगा मैं। बस बेवफा सा जब लगने लगूं कहीं अपनी शायरियों में मैं कभी तो, या मेरे लफ्ज़ों की आवाज़ गुमराह सी लगने लगी तुम्हें, तो मुझे बस ज़रा सा टोक देना और बेशक अपना हक जता देना। ये लास्ट है। दिस वुड बी लाइक, अब पता चला कि मुझे रातों की नींद क्यों नहीं आती, अब पता चला कि मुझे रातों को नींद क्यों नहीं आती। अक्सर जब तू याद आती है अपनी बातों के साथ, उस रिसाव से ही आँखों पर पानी मारने का या यूं कि आंखें धोने का काम हो जाता है मेरा, और फिर यूं ही फिर कुछ और जागता रह जाता हूँ मैं। शुक्रिया।
क्या हो गया यार, सेकंड लास्ट हो गया तो यू लाइक लीव इट। ऐसे क्या है यार, वी हैड वन ओपन माइक का साथ, दिस इज व्हाट यू गोना डू। कैन वी प्लीज हैव अनदर राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज फॉर यू। ओके I'm left with both of you to tell me something eventful, and then I'll call the last person, and we need to run because we have a show after this also. Yes, sir.
Nothing eventful as such, but yeah, from what I can recall is in my final year of engineering when I started taking a teaching job as well, since I'm a bit good with mathematics. So I decided that I'll pay my fees, and for my final year I started being financially independent as well.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it was good to not take money from parents and
Yeah.
so forth, and yeah, then I carried out into a job, and then yeah.
That's lovely. Thank you for sharing.
So, like recently, a few things are not working out for me, and I live with my elder sister, so she's a very practical woman. So I was expecting some sympathy from her, just to comfort me, but she was like whatever things were there. So I was like, why are you so like, you know what's going on, right? She was like, come on, dude, you are a grown-up, independent woman. Be the bad bitch, and you're born to be a star, so better just play that role and let me be in my space. So,
Yeah.
so the next day, since that day, I'm like waking up as a star to be soon.
Can we clap for that? Yeah. Okay. Last person for the night. Okay. You know what to do. Go mad. So last person, guys. Last person. Give all your support. Can we please have Anushka? Give all your support till she comes up on stage. Keep clapping. A little more, louder. Yeah.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम अनुष्का चौहान है। आज की इस खूबसूरत महफिल में अपना लिखा कुछ पेश करना चाहूँगी, इजाज़त। तो मेरी कविता गुजारिश एक व्यंग्यात्मक टिप्पणी है हमारे समाज और उसके पहरेदारों पे, तो गौर फरमाइएगा। मेरी ज़मीं को कोई खत तो दे, मेरी ज़मीं को कोई खत तो दे, मेरे आसमां को कोई पतंग तो दे। मेरी ज़मीं को कोई खत तो दे, मेरे आसमां को कोई पतंग तो दे, मेरी मंजिल को कोई पता तो दे, मेरी इस गुजारिश को कोई सज़ा तो दे। मेरे दिल को कोई चाहत तो दे, मेरे दिल को कोई चाहत तो दे, मेरे मर्ज़ को कोई दवा तो दे, मेरे जीने को कोई वजह तो दे, मेरी इस गुजारिश को कोई सज़ा तो दे। मेरी मशाल को कोई आग तो दे, मेरी मशाल को कोई आग तो दे, मेरे सीने को कोई कवच तो दे, मेरी तलवार को कोई धार तो दे, मेरी इस गुजारिश को कोई सज़ा तो दे। मेरे सवाल को कोई जवाब तो दे, मेरे सवाल को कोई जवाब तो दे, मेरे ज्ञान को कोई वजूद तो दे, मेरे ज्ञान को कोई वजूद तो दे, मेरी स्याही को कोई वो कलम तो दे, मेरी इस गुजारिश को कोई सज़ा तो दे। मेरे जुनून को कोई होश तो दे, मेरे जुनून को कोई होश तो दे, मेरे वजूद को कोई मान तो दे, अरे मेरे ढंग को कोई वो रंग तो दे, मेरी इस गुजारिश को कोई सज़ा तो दे। मेरे चेहरे को कोई वो हंसी तो दे, मेरे चेहरे को कोई वो हंसी तो दे, मेरे बुढ़ापे को कोई वो सहारा तो दे, मेरे प्यासे को कोई पानी तो दे, मेरी इस गुजारिश को कोई सज़ा तो दे। मेरी आँख को कोई हवा तो दे, मेरी आँख को कोई हवा तो दे, मेरी आवाज़ को कोई ये मंच तो दे, मेरी शायरी को कोई कदरदान तो दे, मेरी इस गुजारिश को कोई सज़ा तो दे। वैसे आज आई तो थी मैं कि अपने टूटे दिल इश्क इस जिस्म और उस रात के बारे में कुछ कहूँ, पर जब कलम उठाई तो स्याही आंसू थे, ज़रा गम थोड़ा भरने तो दो, ये ज़ख्म से खून बहने तो दो, खून को स्याही बनने तो दो, आएंगे अगली बार टूटे दिल का राज। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. You can clap. This is a moment. You can cry also. Okay, guys. So I have to wrap this up. Each one of you, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for sharing. This has been an absolute beautiful open mic. We have open mics on Monday and Sunday. Sunday at 2 o'clock, Monday at 8 o'clock. The process is the same. You have to go on Instagram and say yes on the comments below, and then we'll figure out live. My Instagram handle, I also have a YouTube channel, okay? I've shot here and spoke to a bunch of poets and storytellers about their process. It's on my, it's in the link in my bio, so you'll have to go on Instagram and then it's @YSOHRSH. That's my Instagram. Have fun. Thank you so much for coming. I will request you guys to leave because we have to start the next event. I mean, after this. Everyone just got up. Okay, anyways, thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon.